Actually, now for task 2, it says list the numbers in order from smallest to largest. Now you have this list of numbers, and I want you to list them from smallest to largest, the way you know it.
So Monopoly will be first.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay if I go second?
It's fine. You can do whichever way helps you.
113 is 31. 130.
Mm-hmm.
1003. That'll be 133. 130. 1033.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be 10,003. Then the last one will be 13,030.
Okay, can you walk me and tell me the way you thought of this problem? Like, how did you think of putting 103 first?
Oh yeah, because I look at the first number and I look at them, but they're all the same. So I look at the second number, which one's the smallest, so I put it the first one. And if there's two like the same number, I go on to the next number
Mm-hmm.
and see.
So you go from left to right, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the number of digits
Mm-hmm.
each number has?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Number of digits? Like 103 has 3 digits,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, this is gonna be.
each one of them has.
There's
No,
another way you can do it. Like
Yeah, sure. I'll like it to show me another way.
for 103, you line them all up. 30, 103,
Mm-hmm.
and 1,000, 3, and 10,000, 303, 13,030, then 1,000, 33.
Good job.
Then you look at the numbers, they're all the same. So you skip that part and then you go to the next digit. You look which one is the smallest, which is this number, so we put it here, 03.
Mm-hmm.
This number, 03. This number, 03, 03. Then the last one is 133, 1,033. So we look at them and we'll look at the next digit, but they're all the same, so we move on to the next one. And whichever one is the smallest, which is 0 here, so start here, 3, and then,
So you think that 0 is the smallest number?
yeah, but there's 3 here, so, because there's 2 digits, so it can't be, so 103 is the smallest one,
Mm-hmm.
so we put it at the top, which is here, and then we finish like
Okay.
that.
All right, that's good. Okay, now I want you to look at this table here, and I'm sure you have done this somewhere, somewhat in your previous grades, and it's a place value chart, and it has the thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Now I want you to list these numbers in their own place value.
Okay. What about since there's no one, so I skip that part?
Well, ones, let's say, let's take 103. How do you think you could read those in terms of this? How can you read this?
1 and 0 and 3.
103. But read the whole number?
103, 103.
Yes, 103. So, can you tell me each of these values right now?
Oh yeah, this will be in the one place.
But didn't you say
Yeah, 100.
100?
Yeah.
But this mentions the word 100, and so you'd want to list them in order.
So where should I start? Like each number? Like 103, should I put the one where it's like digits, like one on the ones and...
Yes, so they all belong to different groups. Each digit is a different category. Okay, so put them in which way you think they're best.
And start with the first problem.
Mm-hmm.
1 on the ones place, 0 on the tens, and 3 on the hundreds.
Okay.
Should I move on to the
Go
next
on,
one?
yes. Do all the numbers, please.
130, 1 will be here, 3 will be here, and 0 will be in the hundreds. 113, the same, 1, 3. This one would be the 1. Oh, yeah. I think I should start from the right.
Oh,
I messed up.
do whichever you think is best. You're doing a good job explaining things.
Sorry,
From-
are you switching them around now? Or,
Yeah, I'm sorry all over because I had to start from the right.
oh, okay, okay.
301.
So why are you switching them?
Yeah, because the 1 starts from here, ones, tens, hundreds.
Okay.
So 100, and then 3, 1, 1, 3, and this is on the thousand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then 10, 3, 10. Oh, there's no 10,000 here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Well, you can put it here.
10,001 here. Then for the 13, 3, 13, and the last one is 3, 3, 10.
Okay, good job. Now, if you look at these numbers, the way you listed them, can you list them over here from smallest to biggest based on this chart?
So should I add each chart and then put on which is first?
No, you just need to look at the numbers, each one of them, like this, this, and this, horizontally, and then write them down here from smallest to biggest.
Yes, 1, 0, 3, 0.
Just write them down, please. So, like, let's say which number you think is the smallest. Write it down first. You can think about it. You can spend more time if you wish.
This will be the first. Put it in. Then 0, 30 will be,
Well, why is this number 003?
yeah, because this is on the should be the smallest because it's 3 tenths.
3.
Ones, I mean.
Okay, you mean 3 ones. But what about this here?
Oh,
It's okay.
I skipped it. So.
It's okay. It's good thinking.
103 will be the first one.
Mm-hmm.
First one. 130.
Yeah, you can like think about it and then you can list them. You can write down numbers just the way you are.
Okay. 13. 113. This is number 2. 130 will be number 3.
Mm-hmm.
130. 4 now in the thousands. That's, yeah, this one. 1, 2, 3. 4.
Mm-hmm.
100,000.
You are here at this number?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at each of these categories.
And so here's 0, here's a 3. So this will be the first one. Last one, 3. Boom. This. Boom. 33. The last one will be.
Okay, so is this the final answer?
No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm still missing one.
Okay.
So this is 103. We got it. 13, 30. Yeah, the last one. The 133. Yeah, wait. Stop one. 130. So on this one, it's supposed to be the thousands right here.
So this is where.
133.
Okay, so this is where you include this one number.
Yeah.
Okay, and you think that this is the correct way of listing the numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. And can you explain your thinking again, like how?
Yeah, you look at the first number,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go on whichever, like the smallest number from the right side,
Mm-hmm.
you put it first.
Okay. All right. Now I want you to do something else. Okay, let's take this blank piece of paper, and let's start here. Okay. Okay. Let's say. I'm sure you guys have done writing numbers in 2 ways in your class in 5th grade or previous years. And let's say you can take the number 103, write down the number 103. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me take back the table. Look at the table again. Okay, so you see the number 103? 103
Yeah.
is, read this table for me, 103.
1, 0, 3.
No,
Three.
read these numbers, please.
This one.
Read each of these digits
Oh, yeah.
for 103.
What? 1 on the hundreds,
Mm-hmm.
0 on the tens, 3 on the ones.
Great job. Okay. Now, okay. Remember how there is 10 pieces, okay, in like a small box? But let me just write it down for you. Okay. So, after you saw this, 100s, 0, 10s, 3 ones. This is the problem you wrote, the solution you wrote. And now there is another way that you could do this. Can you do it in another way? Can you write 103 in a different way other than the one we wrote on the table or you wrote on the table?
We can do like to a fraction.
Fraction? How could you do that?
103
Mm-hmm.
over 100.
Okay. Okay, good. That's good. Now, let's think of this method, hundreds, tens, ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start thinking about the relationship between 10 and 100. So, can you explain to me how those two are connected?
Not a good it.
All right. So, we're listing for this number. We're listing in each digit has its own category.
Yeah.
This was very good from you. Okay, but now let's do it another way, because let's say there is 0 tens. What does 0 tens mean for you?
Nothing. Like 0.
Okay, nothing. That's good. Okay, for the hundreds, 100 how many tens do you see in 100?
Oh, I got it. 10.
Mm-hmm. So another way to list this number, let me write down again the hundreds, tens, and ones for you. Can you list this same number
Yeah.
by finding?
Oh yeah. How many times is 3 and 10s?
Yeah, like how many tens are in 100?
How many
Yeah.
tens are in 100? Just
This is
find
all
this
the 10.
first.
So I put the 10 0 here.
Well, when you say 100s, you said there is
0, 10. 10 times.
how many tens are in 100?
10.
Good job. Okay, 10. Write it down here. Okay, good job. And when did you erase that?
Huh?
Why did you erase that?
Because I thought there's no more digits here. It's like there's 10s.
Good job.
Good, great. Okay. For the ones, what do you think? Do you think the ones would still be 3, or do you think the ones would be something different?
I think I'll be 10.
The ones?
Yeah.
Why 10?
Because
If there's 3.
because 10, if you have 10 like pencils,
Mm-hmm.
you only can fit 10 to 10s.
10 to 10s. Yeah, that's a great answer. But if you think about how many ones,
What's the 10s?
how many ones are in 110? How many ones are in 10?
10.
Good job. Yeah. But here, how many ones do we have?
3.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think 3 could be
Yeah.
110, or how are you thinking about this?
3 will be like 9, I think.
3 could be 9.
Mm-hmm.
And how would you do that?
Because 3, it can't fit to 10. Like, it can't get to the equal number like 10. So it can be 9.
Can be 9. Okay. So here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like say this number in another way. So you know when you say a number in another way, it's called equal. And so you did a great job by making that equal. 100 has 10 tens, and 110 has 10 ones. You did a great job about this. But think about the 3. How does 3 become a 9?
Because 3 goes 3 times to 9.
3 goes 3 times to the 9. Okay. And where are you borrowing this from? Because you need to borrow it from somewhere.
Maybe from the 10. Yeah.
From the 10. But here we're talking about like tens. Like this is the whole tens. This is hundreds. How many hundreds did we have? Did we say we have here? The hundreds?
Yes, 10.
You can write down or whatever you think. 10 hundreds? Okay. Look here. Okay, there is 100s
Yeah.
and there is 0 tens. Look at this, 2. And then tell me how you'd include the 3. You can tell me whatever you think.
I think
It's
3
best.
stays the same. It's like as 1.
What do you mean it stays the same?
Because it's on the ones,
Mm-hmm.
so can't be 2 digits. It's like 1.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good job. Mm-hmm. 1. But do you think that only 1 stays the same in the ones?
No.
Or do you think like 3, 6, 9, stuff like that, numbers like that?
Yeah. Any number, but it can be. Any number can be on the ones.
Any number. Okay, any number?
0,
Uh-huh.
100 to 10.
Good job. Okay, great. So you think 3 would still be here, or do we need to borrow something from somewhere?
No, it stays.
Stays. Okay. Then write it down, please.
Should I put
Write
3?
down the 3 because we
Yes.
just said the 3.
Because you
Same.
said that, yes.
Mhm.
Now, take a look at this again and see if it's the same, if we still get 103, the same as this. Take a look and tell me if
So
No.
if we have 10 hundreds, 10 tens, and 3 ones, is that the same number as 103?
No.
And write down the number,
No, it's not.
just like you did here. No, it's not? Okay, then write down what number this is and what number this is.
This will be
So if we have 10 tens, what do we really have?
1.
If we have 10 tens?
One what?
100.
Yeah, so do we need these 10 hundreds here?
No.
Okay. So how many
Because-
should we have in the hundreds if we already have 10 tens?
We should have 10.
10 hundreds?
Like 100.
Well, take a look at this number. This
Yeah.
is kind of guiding you for this. So you said there's 10 tens in 100, right?
Yeah.
Because
10,
why is there 10 tens in 100, like you told me before?
Because the tens only can go 10 times to get to 100.
10 times what goes to 100?
10 times 10.
Good job. Okay. So 10 times 10, you saw that, is 100. But then, when you put the tens here, isn't this the same as 100, like you told me?
Mm-hmm.
But if you said that this means 100,
Oh,
then
So here I think it's
why
going to be
why is
100.
this 10 hundreds?
It should be 100.
I know, but if you say that this 100s is the same as 10 tens,
Yeah.
why is this 10 then? Aren't we having a bigger number or a smaller number?
But I thought because it's 10 times 10, it's 100. So I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand your thinking, but you can write down this number so it can be less confusing for you. Write down this number, please. Okay, let's see. 10 hundreds,
10,
10 hundreds, 10 tens.
3.
Okay, can you explain to me how you think this matches this?
I think 10 times 10 is 100 and
I know, but explain to me these digits, please. That matches with each category.
3 matches 1,
Mm-hmm.
0 matches 10s, and 1 matches 100s.
One matches 100, and what does this 10 mean? If
Means-
each one of these,
The 10,
matches each of those, then you have 10 hundreds here,
yeah.
not 100. You see what I'm saying?
So the 10's supposed to be here, right? Yeah, that's right.
Well,
How to
it's
get
okay.
to the hundreds. How to
Do
get
you
that
need more
part?
time to think about it, or
But how to get that part?
do you want to make a number line, or do you think
No, I'm good with these, but I didn't understand this part.
you didn't understand this part? Well, it's about you explaining your thinking, and if you find it difficult, we can leave it. You know, if you find it
No.
confusing, no, you want to keep on going.
So I think this should be 1
Mm-hmm.
because it's on the hundreds. So
Yes.
this is 10s and this is 1.
Okay, it's okay. All right, thank you. Okay, now can we make a number line for this? Like, you know what
Yeah.
number lines look like? Yeah.
But with what numbers? These?
With these numbers. Like here you can have both papers you've worked on before that can help you out with the order. Just make a line and then you can put the numbers later. Good job. Okay. Now, list them from smallest to biggest.
These numbers?
Yes, the same numbers. You can look at the first list or the second list, whichever you think is the correct solution. Okay. Do you think you can you can make something like this so we can see?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Okay, good job.
And there's a 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
do you-
5, 6. This for this, and this for this.
Can you make it a little bit that somebody can see the distance between the numbers? You know what I mean?
Further?
Yes, like you can have whichever distance between them. For some of them it's bigger and for some of them it's smaller, and you can decide that. It's okay. Don't erase it off. Do as you want. Okay, go ahead. Are they equally spaced, by the way? Do they have an equal distance between them? Like, is 130, is the difference between those two the same difference as those two?
No. Oh,
No?
it's a big difference.
Okay. Then, what does that mean on the
I should put
number
it right
line? Yes. Thank you. You're doing a great job so far.
Since 10,033 is close to this, I should have put it that far.
Mm-hmm.
33. The next one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can continue it. I'm sorry, the paper is not very
It's
big.
1, 2, 3. 13 is supposed to be somewhere here.
Good job.
All right. And like, can you draw like a number line again here? So it's like this, let's say, continuous like that. All right.